Welcome to ABC Interactive English. My name is Winnie.
And my name is Matt.
And today our topic is part B, a special surprise, which leads me to the question, Matt, have you ever had a surprise or a surprise party?
Surprise? Yeah, actually I've had 2 surprise parties in my life.
Oh.
The first one was I was in elementary school and I thought I was going for dinner with my family. When we got to the restaurant, all of my friends were there.
Aww.
And the biggest surprise was, we were only around, I think it was my 10th birthday. So I was surprised that my friends were actually able to keep a secret at that time. And I didn't know about the party before I got there.
Yeah, trying to get a 10-year-old to keep a secret, there must have been a lot of candy involved.
Maybe there was.
Keep them quiet. But yeah, so today we are going to be talking about a special surprise. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've ever gotten I've gotten a surprise gift before.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting it. So it's more special. It makes you more, emotional when you receive it. Because when you don't expect it, it's even better.
Okay. Yeah, the same. Well, sometimes a surprise party
it could be
depends. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
I guess, it depends if you like surprises or not. Yeah.
All right, well, let's find out what the surprise is in our dialogue after this short break.
Heather enters the room and walks toward Ethan.
I can't find Dad. Did he go somewhere?
Yeah, he's driving to the airport to get Sabrina.
Oh, okay. So, what are you working on?
As you can see, I'm hanging these balloons all around the room.
Let's get started with today's topic. Part B, a special surprise. Heather enters the room and walks toward Ethan. So we have our word enter, our verb, and it basically means to go into a place. Yeah.
And the opposite of that would be exit. So enter and exit.
Right, exactly. And so if you see on the door, there's usually an exit sign, so you know that's where you exit. But I guess, there are sometimes you can see an enter on the door.
Usually, so exit is both a noun and a verb. To exit, you go through the exit. But with enter, the noun is actually entrance.
Yes.
So if you were to put that, you would put entrance above the entrance, and that would be where you enter.
And sometimes they put enter on the door so that it's a, you go in, you don't leave there.
Okay. All right, we got 2 characters here, Heather and Ethan. So I will read Ethan's lines, and you can read Heather's lines.
I can't find Dad. Did he go somewhere? So Heather is looking for her pops, her papa, her dad. She's been calling and texting and she just can't find him.
And Ethan says, he's driving to the airport to get Sabrina.
Ooh, okay. So she doesn't know where Dad is. So of course, the first thing that you would do is check your phone, call him. But then when all else fails, always ask brother.
Yeah, so she said, did Dad go somewhere? So she thinks Dad has left, so he's gone, but she doesn't know where he's gone, so she can use this word somewhere, which is like an undefined place. So when you don't know the place, you can say somewhere. Like, I can't find my keys, I put them somewhere.
Right, so it's like a general question because she doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, she's asking, did he go somewhere? So is he not here?
Right, at a place somewhere, And so then Ethan replies, oh yeah, he's on the way, he's going to the airport. And that is our noun, and it basically is a place where planes land, or in how they say, depart, which means to leave the country. So the planes are leaving. So he's going to pick up Sabrina, their sister, and she's clearly flying in from somewhere.
Yeah, so she's coming to the airport. So yes, she must be landing there. We can assume.
Yes.
I'm assuming she doesn't work there.
Yeah.
But she could.
That's true. So Heather says, oh, okay. So what are you working on? So she notices that Ethan's busy and she wants to know a little bit more about what he's doing. And maybe this is also asking, why are you doing this?
So Ethan says, as you can see, I'm hanging these balloons all around the room.
Right.
So he starts with, as you can see.
It's like obvious.
Yeah, it should be, he's clearly hanging balloons, but he's not, in this way, he's not really
giving her a hard time.
No, he's not giving her the real answer.
Right.
She's asking basically, why are you hanging balloons? Because she can see him hanging balloons, and he's not really answered her. He's just told her exactly what he's doing, but she's really asking about the reason he's doing
this. He's kind of thinking like, oh, I thought it was very clear what I was doing. Yeah.
And what he's doing is hanging balloons around the room. So to hang something means to suspend something by one point or by one end and leaving the lower end free to move. So if you hang a picture, usually you hang it on one point, and that way you can move the picture back and forth still to try and make it straight on the wall.
Right, exactly. Or, which I'm sure all of your moms and dads tell you to do it every day, hang your clothes back on the rack, on the hangers, because, then your room isn't so messy. So you have to hang all of your clothes. And so he is hanging his balloons, which is this. Can you hear that? That is a balloon, and it is our noun, and it is a rubber object filled with air, and these are usually used for celebration, and you can fill them up with different types of gas. So if you put helium in it, it will float, but this one just has regular oxygen in it, or no, carbon dioxide.
Well, just regular air that someone has blown into the balloon.
Yes. And so we have a lovely prop right here, which is a balloon. It is gold. It is very nice for celebrating. And so Ethan is hanging a bunch of these up, but we don't really know why yet.
Well, it must be some form of celebration. As you said, these are just for celebration.
Yes.
So it sounds like maybe a party.
Ooh, a surprise party.
Right.
We'll see after the break. Oh, right. Sorry. My mind is going in all different directions right now.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot of things at the same time.
Well, Sabrina is coming home and I want to make that special.
Don't worry. When she sees everything, she'll be very surprised.
All right, welcome back. So before the break, we had Ethan and Heather was asking, did Dad go somewhere to her brother Ethan? And Ethan said, yeah, he went to the airport to pick up Sabrina, or to get Sabrina. Yeah. And then she asked Ethan, what are you doing?
Right. So she's kind of stressed out. She's a little bit nervous right now.
Doesn't really know what's going on, it seems like. And because Ethan said, well, as you can see, I'm hanging balloons.
Right. So then Heather says, oh, right. Sorry. My mind is going in all different directions right now. And so when we are talking about our mind, so our thoughts, our brain, us thinking, going in all different directions, that usually means, we are having many thoughts, many voices in our head that, are maybe listing off things that we need to get done. I have homework. I have to do my dishes. I have to water the plants. So her mind, Heather is kind of stressed out right now. She thinks she has a lot to do. She's a little bit stressed out, a little bit nervous. So, she can clearly see that Ethan is busy hanging the balloons, but she's still asking the question because her mind, it's not very clear right now. That's why she's asking.
Right, okay. So Ethan then says, I can believe that.
Right.
So he knows, he understands her situation.
Yeah.
He says, you're doing a lot of things at the same time. So yeah, it sounds like Heather is very busy at this time. Like she has a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on. And so maybe she's not so focused on this celebration that they're preparing for.
She's not really in the celebrating mood just yet because I think she feels like she has a lot of stuff to still do before Sabrina and her father come home, right? And Heather then says, well, Sabrina is coming home and I want to make that special. So this, coming home, that lets us know that Sabrina hasn't been home in a while, and that is why they really want to make a homecoming party for her, to celebrate the fact that Sabrina is finally home. So it lets us know that maybe she hasn't been home for quite a while.
Yeah, usually that would mean that she's been away for a long time. And, I know that, I live far away from most of my family, so it's kind of a big deal when I go back home to visit. Because usually I only go back about every year and a half.
Yeah.
So it's quite a long time between the last time I've seen my parents and the next time I'll see my parents.
Right. And so I can understand why Heather is so stressed out because just like your family, it probably takes a lot of planning to get everyone at the same time because, you're not home as often as, for example, Heather and Ethan, they're maybe home all the time, but Sabrina might not. So that's why she really wants this to be perfect and smooth.
So Ethan responds, don't worry. When she sees everything, she'll be very surprised.
Right. Ethan's saying, don't worry, calm down. It's a party. It's supposed to be fun. Let everything just, fall where they may.
Right. So this word surprised, surprise means the feeling that you get from something unexpected happening. So when someone is surprised, they are experiencing that feeling.
Right, they didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah. So, for example, their sister Sabrina is going to be surprised when she sees that they have set up this party for them. She's going to feel excited from this unexpected thing happening, and that is a surprise.
Yeah, and that's all we have for today, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Woo!
Are you surprised?
That was a very big surprise.
So that's another way to surprise someone is by
scaring them.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for today. We hope you enjoyed this lesson and hopefully no more surprises, please.
I don't have any more balloons.
Okay, good. See you next time.
Bye.
Heather enters the room and walks toward Ethan.
I can't find Dad. Did he go somewhere?
Yeah, he's driving to the airport to get Sabrina.
Oh, okay. So, what are you working on?
As you can see, I'm hanging these balloons all around the room.
Oh, right. Sorry. My mind is going in all different directions right now.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot of things at the same time.
Well, Sabrina is coming home and I want to make that special.
Don't worry. When she sees everything, she'll be very surprised.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 somewhere 副词在某处。I left my keys somewhere in the house. 我把钥匙放在房子里的某处。下一个单字 airport 名词机场。We arrived at the airport early to catch our flight. 我们提早到达机场去赶飞机。下一个单字 hang 动词把什么挂起来，它的三态是 hung。I hung the family photo on the wall. 我把全家福挂在墙上。最后一个单字 surprised 形容词感到惊讶的。I was surprised to see my old friends at the party. 我很惊讶能在派对上看到我的老朋友们。 接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 A walks toward B，A 走向 B。Toward 是介系词，指的是朝向。我们来看看这个例句。The dog walked toward me with excitement. 狗狗兴奋地走向我。Excitement 就是兴奋。下一个文法 work on 致力于，这是一个不可以分开的动词片语。我们来看看这个例句。The students are working on an art project. 学生们正埋头于一项艺术专题。最后一个文法 as you can see 如你所见，这是一个固定用法，大多放在句首。as 是连接词，意思是如同、正如。我们来看看这个例句。As you can see, the new design is much better. 如你所见，新设计好多了。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Matsu is one of Taiwan's outlying islands, where you can see blue tears and Formosan sika deer. Local specialties like aged liquor, Matsu biscuits, and kampiang are must-buy items. If you're curious about the history and culture of Matsu, a visit to the Matsu Folklore Museum is a great way to dive deep into the island's past. Matsu Folk Culture Museum is a great place to learn about the history of Matsu. The four-story building is located on Nangan Island. It is a great example of Matsu and Eastern Fujian-style buildings. The ground floor of the museum shows prehistory of Matsu in Taiwan. You can learn about how people came to Matsu in Taiwan here. The upper floors focus on farming, fishing, and the lifestyle of Matsu people. The museum has displayed many objects to teach people about Matsu. Learn about the history of Matsu at Matsu Folk Culture Museum. The museum houses numerous precious artifacts and photos, with various exhibits that vividly simulate local life. Through pictures, 3D displays, artifacts, and multimedia presentations, it showcases archaeological sites, local industries, folk beliefs, architecture, and more. When exploring Matsu's attractions, be sure to set aside time to visit the museum and glimpse the region's unique cultural heritage.